Today, Paul Johnson here is reporting to you on the electromagnetic spectrum. And this is a very cool spectrum, I'll tell you. This deals with all types of rays. The first one, I have 4 guests on today. Me, Nathan Lee, Matt Lee, and Matthias Trinidad Medrano III. And I will first be sharing infrared rays. And you see, these are very cool rays. They're actually the best rays. They are called IR rays, and they have a shorter wavelength than radio and microwaves, but larger than visible light. Infrared rays are used for thermal imaging, exactly like what is used for night vision goggles and for thermal scopes in Call of Duty. But remember, if you have Ninja, it doesn't work on you. Alright, next we have radio waves by Matthew Lee.
That is correct. Thank you for the introduction, Paul.
No problem, bud.
Alright, next we will be talking about radio waves. Radio waves are actually the first type of wave on the electromagnetic spectrum. They actually have the longest wavelength. Naturally occurring radio waves are made up by lightning or by any other astronomical object. This probably doesn't sound very familiar to you guys because we are actually around most of the time artificially generated radio waves. These include mobile radio communication, broadcasting, radar, and other types of navigational systems. Back to you in the studio, Paul.
Thank you, Matt. Next we have Matthias Trinidad Medrano III reporting on the lesser cool wave, microwaves. And here he is.
Alright, Paul. First of all, you're wrong about that one because microwaves are the second longest wavelength in the electromagnetic spectrum, which makes them the top wave out of all the electromagnetic spectrum. There is no wave greater than the microwave, you see, because microwaves do something that other waves can't do. Microwaves can cook food. You see, infrared rays can't cook food because they are the inferior.
They do better things than that. They do better.
Keep on going. Also, they cause water and fat molecules to vibrate, which heats up the food, and the food gets sizzling hot, ready for you to eat. Infrared rays can't do that. Visible light can't do that. That's why it's the best way.
Well, you're stupid. All right, here is Nathan Lee reporting to you on visible light. Here he is.
I'm going to be talking to you about visible light. Well, visible light is probably the best wave ever. I mean, I'm just saying.
You're wrong. You're the worst.
They're the only waves we can see. And we see these waves as color in the rainbow. And each color has a different wavelength.
That's not even that cool.
But all these waves are seen together, they make white light. And when white light is shown through the prism, white light is broken up into colors of the visible light spectrum. An example of the sun, of a natural light source, of a natural visible light source, is the sun. An example of a synthetic light source are Christmas lights. Now back to Paul in the studio.
Thank you, Nathan. You're fat. And that will be the end of our recording. Thank you for listening to Channel 13 News. See you tomorrow, 5:30.